Okay, let me do a quick review of the DMG old generation Game Boy IPS screen, right? So I have two DMG now. Right now I have not powered up yet, but immediately you can tell that they look different, right? So this is the original screen, which is reflective green kind of color, and the dark color is IPS. Yeah, it will be more like our phone when it's in a power off stage. And now let me turn it on. Right. So what actually? Sorry. Alright, I do not have so many AA battery. I only have 4, so it's all inside the IPS unit. And I have my test cartridge here. Turn it on. Right, so you see this, the little red and yellow bar, and that's the battery indicator, right, to show that how much remaining battery I have on this unit, right? Of course, the rechargeable battery, due to the voltage is lower, is 1.2 per battery, so it will never go to the end. It will never show as full battery. Okay, should I? My camera seems to be very blurred. Let me wipe my camera a bit. Well, it's still blurred, but if I move away, does it? Oh, sorry. Ignore my messy desk. Alright. I think it's clean now. Right, so you can see the screen is much more readable. And let me go to the screen test. And right, it's much nicer, right, as compared to the original. So original, this part is kind of not easy to see. And then, so there are two dial over here on the DMG. Volume that still remain the same, and contrast, right? Contrast, there's no meaning, right? This does not only the original screen need a contrast setting to kind of turn the black into more visible and less visible, right? But for this is already, I mean, very easy to see from whichever angle we are looking at it is yeah, so there's no meaning to turn the contrast anymore. And in fact, if I turn up, down, it does not do anything. It does not do anything. And then this rotary dial is, you see the old one, right? I can turn all the way up, I can turn all the way down, it will stay there, right? But this dial is already fully replaced while doing the screen upgrades. So this dial is no longer the same as the previous dial. This comes together with the IPS, right? It always trying to return to the middle position. It does not do anything, right? But what it is for, right? It's for kind of screen adjustment. If I press it down, right, and then mini menu will come up to kind of, it's more like our computer screen, you know, when we press this, right, some kind of menu for the screen configuration. Same over here, if we press this down, some kind of menu will show up and change a little bit configuration of the screen. But the problem with this, right, is the tolerance of that. They didn't make it so perfect. So if I press it down, right, if can you see, if I press down, can you see, it does not pop up, and this thing comes up, language selection, and from here I'm supposed to up and down and change the option, right? But it does not bounce back, right? This is due to the IPS screen, the PCB, the tolerance is a bit wrong, right? It does not fit very well with the DMG shell, so that it kind of stuck over there. So what I do is we need to loose the screw a little bit, right, to give it a little bit of room, and then you see it pops up again. It pops up again. Now I can play with it. But indeed, it doesn't really matter, right? I don't really need this thing, right? You see, can change language, but I really don't need to change language. Yeah, then you turn it off and on. Same battery display, and then it will be back to normal. Yeah, so this is a problem so far I observed with IPS screen. This is also part of the IPS screen. Yeah, but just don't press it, it should be fine. And then, or if you're okay with always leaving a gap over here and not tightening the screw fully inside, yeah, you can still press it and allow it to pop up. Yeah, that's the so-called issue I encounter with that. And another thing, right, so IPS screen, there are multiple variants from different manufacturer, right? So the one I choose this one because it does not require a shell cut. See, this is the screen protector. I'll hold a button to exit. You see? Okay, so this does not require a shell cut, and it matters because all the DMG I collect are comes with original shell, and I don't really want to damage the original shell, even it is internal and cannot be seen from outside. But I kind of don't feel good about inside being cut in a messy way. And once you cut all this, right, all the ridges behind to kind of give space to the IPS, then you immediately face another problem to position the IPS, right? So you kind of move, it's able to move freely inside because you already cut the shell, which is limiting its position, right? Then you have to use double-sided tape to kind of fix it in place, and then once you start to do that, then you will feel you will see some centering issue, right? This side is more towards the left, towards the right. Then you have all those kind of adjustment problem, right? Which is not so elegant, I would say. Therefore, I choose this IPS model despite of the little issue over here, little tolerance issue over here. All right, that's all.